Thank you very much, Steve. We're getting ourselves here for Game 2 of Team Bold Reborn versus Brame. Fogg, yeah, what do you make of this one? Of course, you have Brame changing it up indeed, or unless it was the initial plan, having 11 play the CK and getting the Drow Ranger as last.
I like it.
A carry we don't have a lot. I mean, you say you like it. What looks good about a Drow pick this game?
The long duration silence versus Brewmaster is extremely effective. You see that all the time when Brew used to be super popular, and you have that ranged hero versus the Razor. You naturally can build into Pike as well too, so it looks like it can be very good, and I'm glad that they shifted that CK from carry. As we said, Phantasm Illusions, they do get hit for 2,437 damage on the dot because of reductions and stuff like that from the Brewmaster Dispel. So it just immediately kills the Phantasm until you have like a heart in most situations. So yeah, I think this is actually really cool, even though I am not a Drow fan of a hero.
Okay.
Because in a lot of games you can even know it's got a really bad win rate overall too, and it feels weak, easy to get collapsed on, etc. This hero can work in this game, absolutely.
Let's see if they can do something. They can make it work here, Brad.
Yep. And I agree with what Sind was saying. I think this could be a disastrous lane for Zip Zapper. This is one of the biggest downfalls of Brew, is the hero, amazing in mid-late game. Like, if you get your timings, you get your Ags, Refresher, blah, 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 whatnot, you become, like, the god of team fights, right? But if you can't get to that point, if you struggle in the lane, which tends to happen, this hero sometimes falls flat on its face. And he's not only just playing into Drow Silence, he's playing into a Skywrath Silence, one of the longer ones, and a CK stun, which is a long duration stun as well, can help all those combos. So let's see how Team Bald is able to do it, because their draft, they do have good ways of benefiting depending on how they do come out of these lanes, but I look at these lanes and I'm like, this could be a rough one.
Okay. Like, including the mid, you feel it'd be a Kotl Tiny. Is Tiny one of the heroes that can do decent against the Kotl mid's pressure? Or is it kind of rough?
I mean, he can at least trade farm in a way, but I think the Kotl should be able to out-farm if you play effectively with your stacking and whatnot, especially as Dire. You can do like the triple stack if you're very good at it around the hard camp, medium camp, and the other hard camp. You can actually get like some really cool stacking and stuff going on. So.
And do Team Bold have enough to control the speedy Kotl that's going to be running around them in the mid game?
I think that's going to be dependent to this man right here, the Brewmaster, which, as we were mentioning in prefacing, his draft looks like, or his lane looks like it should be quite miserable versus these dual ranged.
Let's see how much Zip Zapper's able to get away with up here. Indeed, especially when they've got a few levels in them, Thug and Spartan, they'll definitely be looking to go aggressive and go for kills.
I'm excited to see Witch Doctor too, to be quite honest. Like, this is something we haven't really touched on, but a hero that doesn't really get to see much play. I think this could be a very tough game for him overall, but I'm always just happy to see people, playing comfort heroes, doing what they like to do, because as you see, Grandmaster tier on Bengen, Witch Doctor.
Oh yeah, he's a master. So he must have played against it all.
And they get the good stun bottom with the Maledict. 11. It's gonna get a little low here. He'll be okay.
Yeah, he's tangoing up here. So first level.
Very little regen left. Okay, they do have actually a salve on the Skywrath. They might have to use it onto 11. And Pablo was saying, blocking the camp, nicely done. Continuing to try to manipulate the creep wave so that the Brewmaster can actually get something out of the lane. You're already starting to see how much he's struggling, though. 4 last hits on Zip Zapper.
Managed to get a few denies in there.
A couple.
So
I think that was the initial wave that they pulled and then brought around and all that. So continue to watch Pablo, just try to pull the waves constantly, but Spartan this time looks like he's going to be able to actually stop that. And he gets the tornado going, so they don't want to contest it either.
I mean, who is going to be the hero that's getting on top of this Drow then? Is it just down to Excalibur's blink timing?
It's down to Excalibur's blink timing and just like Bruce splitting before the fight starts and just rushing on top of her. But yeah, like I said, for one of the few times that I think I can say this, it looks like a good Drow game.
I guess that's the thing as well. Even if Zip Zapper does get the ult off, if they're able to keep the distance with the Drow, CKs around, they can kill through those Brewlings early on.
Absolutely. Especially if Drow gets ahead in farm, which she's going to. She is going to be doing an insane amount of damage. And they're not very tanky on this lineup. Tiny will get tanky just naturally from his armor from Grow, since it's plus armor versus Drow, but everyone else is going to be shredded from Thug if he's able to keep the distance.
Yeah, it could be a difficult game for Gorgon the Razor, right? Because you have 2 cores, the Kotl and the Drow, which might be hard to sort of find as a target for static link capabilities. You're probably just going to have to settle for 11 most of the time. And if he's got the ult ready to go, he's going to tear you down a lot quicker than you can build up the damage yourself.
Down bottom. Desire is going to die, but who dies first? Oh!
It's going to be Gorg going down first. 11. He'll pick up the first blood.
Nicely done. Good aggressive move. This is a tough lane for Brame. The CK... Ooh, sorry about that. The CK and the Sky versus this, but this is a lane where they have to go for kills rather than just try to trade farm. Because you will just lose that.
Messed up the heavenly jump there, so it will cost him his life. Tried to jump down into the water, but again, just didn't still have the movement going when he was pressing it, so ended up jumping in position. I hear it, see it again there. Oh. First blood, just moments before losing the Sky, so... Oh, back in action, 11. He will end up going down. Bangan's able to get him with the Maledict. So a good bit of room now for Gorg on the bottom. Top lane. Try and chase down Thug, but he's more than okay. Spartan's back at his side. And Zip Zapper and Pablo at this stage do not have the damage to really threaten the Drow, even if they do close the gap on her.
Nah, both side lanes you can see are difficult for that offlaner. More so, I would say, for the CK in the lane, but you can see the trade-off, though, that the Drow is just absolutely free-farming, while Razor is actually getting pressured because they're just constantly throwing spells at him with CK and Sky. But yeah, Zip Zapper, like we said, gonna be a tough one for him. And we do see these stacks already starting for the Keeper of the Light, the triple stack that I was mentioning over here, but it is scouted, Pablo. He's gonna be at least be able to give some attention to it.
Any chance of Team Bold getting a group of heroes around to steal some of the stacks before Wish clears them, or is it kind of hard against the Cottle because of how early Wish is able to do it himself?
I think it's just too difficult with the heroes that they have. Like, he's already going to start doing it now.
This is going to be some solid timings from Wish.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Top CS, of course. Now will be keeping himself quite the bit ahead. Bottom lane, 11. Probably in trouble again. That's going to be a lot of damage with the Maledict.
He's very dead.
Going down. So a second time they've been able to take him out on this bottom lane. Bangan. And the Grandmaster Witch Doctor. 3 kills. 3-0-0 here. Bangan off to a hot start.
I love his itemization too. This is not like something too crazy, but I love Fluffy Hat on these squishy 5 positions when you're just trading spells non-stop at his top.
That's a lot of damage. Oh. It's a close one there for Zip Zapper. He'll be able to live. But very much seeing that this lane, it's not easy for the Brew. And in particular, once that 6 is there on the Drow, the amount of damage, Zip Zapper's not going to be able to deal with it in the lane.
Excalibur's here. They'll have to settle for Spartan.
That's for all the times you skipped me on the river.
Let's see what they can get now down bottom. 11. Just got to be careful.
They will be able to steal 1 stack. The triple stack, actually, so...
I mean, Brame's going to want to say something about this, yeah. They're not going to allow Team Bold to sort of have an attempt at the jungle creeps here freely.
Oh,
Pablo.
My goodness, that did more damage than I thought it would. And, okay, they won't be able to steal actually any of it, so... Good rotation, Brame covering their bases. And it's ready Boots of Travel on Wish. And he actually gets another double stack off, and nicely done. Oh, actually, one of them didn't move, just kidding. He tried, though.
To bottom 11. Might be in trouble again here. Okay, should be. Yeah, this time he'll be fine.
The cask, it went back to creeps. If one of them goes back to him there, he's dead.
Pablo still hanging around a bit here. See bottom.
The wraparound, though.
They're coming in with this wraparound, and Gorg's not going to be prepared for this one. Spartan and Desire appear from behind him. A little bit of a bait there that time around from 11. He knew that Team Bold wanted to play aggressively, look for the kill. Ends up costing Team Bold Gorg's life.
Pretty even on the offlaners, at least. They're both, as we said, struggling intensely. But this time they're able to get that nice setup, and they're both level 6. So let's see how it all plays out. Eyes on Excalibur, as we were saying. He's probably the most important one for Team Bold this game to be able to set that tempo to open up their draft. And he doesn't get the power rune. Wish is able to find himself an Arcane. So faster jungling for the Coddle, who has the urn finished. Very good Vessel game versus both Brew and Tiny. And he can join all these aggressive moves on the map too. Like Wish, he might even just be able to TP bottom and they get the numbers. 11?
He just goes in. I mean, he's got backup, but he's definitely dead. Let's see if his move there's going to allow him to set up for Gorg. It will. They'll get the trade, Brame. See if Team Bold can chase for more, actually, with Zip Zapper's Brewlings. trying their best to control Wish. They've got the avalanche here from Excalibur.
Nice.
That sort of damage coming out across them all. They'll lose the second hero here. Both Wish and 11 getting taken down. Spartan as well to fall. Team Bob will take the fight.
Excalibur with a beautiful rotation. Wish, I was talking about how he can join with the boots of travel, but he really joined so deep. He didn't even come to like the creeps on the back over here, like behind the tower. He goes behind the enemy tower and gets caught out. And Excalibur, he's sticking around. They still have a ward here. Really nice move so far from him.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very aggressive fight that Brame looked to force. Now, with 11 going in behind the tower.
Thug. Strong from a distance, but if they get on top of this drow right now, we'll just get bursted out, but they won't be able to. All right, so far, all things considered, though, I think Team Bald should be pretty happy with everything that's happened. Zipzapper level 8 in comparison to the CK, who's level 6. He's also already got his phase boots and soul ring, so going for all these plus armor items, as we were mentioning, versus Drow Ranger, always very important. And now they are starting to distribute these levels. They're giving Pablo mid, while Excalibur continues to just look for rotations. Smoked up, looking for another move. Has Tumbler's Toy, also about to have his Blink Dagger done on the Tiny.
See if Brain's prepared for this. Pretty far down the lane, Thug.
Thug is level 7. Zipzapper has like a full level advantage over this Drow Ranger. Which after after we mention everything in the laning phase is quite surprising.
Now, looks like Team Bob won't quite be able to make a move in time to catch Thug. They'll look for Spartan. And with the Death Ward, no struggle at all taking him down.
Ooh, did you see the green Death Ward too? Does he have a gem inside of his set or something to make it green? I think he does. That's beautiful. Yeah, look, Champion's green prismatic gem. You see that?
Cool.
I noticed it. Right, I'm Witch Doctor player here.
Ah.
Let's watch the Death Ward again. Look at it.
Death Ward action here today.
Yeah.
Look at that go. Lovely little attacks firing out from it.
Look at it go.
Yeah, lovely. Banging. 5, 1, and 2 on the Witch Doctor.
I'm putting a green gem in my Witch Doctor when I get back home. That looked amazing.
Are scanning.
I'm so distracted now. Excalibur is about to have Blink, so the aggressive plays can continue. And they do have Bruce Split available, so always at the ready to fight if the Tiny is available. The Desire's here.
He's able to get the Primal Split off before any sort of silence comes in, and now he's ready to run them down. Desire will fall. See if they want to play around with 11. They've got the setup. He's under the tower, though, and Wish is ready to help out. So no further dive from Team Bob. Still continuing to pick up the kills in this early game. 9-5. Team Bob with the lead right now. And Zipzapper is going to be fine.
He's having a much better game than I'd anticipated after the laning phase. They weren't able to get
They want to try and kill Gore. They brought Thug in for this smoke movement.
Deep. He is so deep.
There's no helping him unless he can TP out, which he can. He's away. 9-5. Team Bob with the lead right now. And Zipzapper is going to be fine.
He's having a much better game than I'd anticipated after the laning phase. They weren't able to get
They want to try and kill Gore. They brought Thug in for this smoke movement.
Deep. He is so deep.
There's no helping him unless he can TP out, which he can. He's away.
Oh, what a genius.
He's out of there.
Doesn't even use his wand before TPing it. It's 16 wand charge. He's like, I don't need it. I'm just fine.
Back in the river as well, Wish. Death Ward's down. He's gone.
Beautiful.
Team Bold. I told you, you got to watch out for them in their game twos. It's when they step it up.
Middle tower is under attack.
Really good stuff. I mean, amazing reactions so far to the map. They're opening up everything, utilizing each ult, utilizing the blink early from Tiny nicely. And yeah, Gork's TP out is actually massive that he's able to do that. And also, Owen, your favorite item.
He's going for the Midas.
He's got the Midas.
He's got it right, yeah. It's all done.
50 gold and he'll have it finished.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And very much has still been one of the carry heroes that Midas build has been attempted by a lot of players. We'll see in the mid, jump onto 11. He'll get the Phantasm off, but he'll die at the same time, in fact. Bengen claims another life now. He does die, but 7 kills now picked up by the Witch Doctor.
Like I said, sometimes, you know, you just watch these Witch Doctor players and they know when it's a good game for it. He is having an excellent one so far. 4 deaths on the CK. They're not getting the synergy of their combo down for Brame. Like the stun into the Skywrath Mystic Flare and all that. They haven't been able to kind of do it in sync, like in synchronization at all this game so far.
I'd imagine his damage dealt's pretty high as well, right, on the Witch Doctor?
It has to be. Can we get a look at the damage for our beautiful green Witch Doctor at some point? It's all good. Don't worry about it. We'll see it soon. And as we see Zip Zapper, he's actually changed his build. He had Urn queued up for a while. I think he realized he's having such a good game. Screw it. Rush the Ags. It's going to make him tankier innately from the stats alone. And mid-game, he will just be able to control the entirety of the fights.
For the D-Ward here, bang it. I'll throw the cask out. Try and hold this position. Caught by the slow. Excalibur as well, slowed down by Spartan. Let's see if they can run him down.
This time they will.
Gonna go for
another
TP.
Oh my
goodness,
God.
I thought he was dead for sure there. He looked it. I mean, the multi-shot was coming out, but not enough damage done. Excalibur will live. Taking towers as well. That top tower falls to the constant pressure of Gorg. You know, he's had a lot of space up in that top lane.
Even Pablo finding space during all this action that's going on. He's got a point booster finished.
See if he can deny to Roche. Ah, won't quite be able to. Too much magical damage coming out. We'll see Bangin.
Oh, look at it.
He's ready to start.
Oh, look at
it go. He's loving it. He's loving it.
No reaction whatsoever to Ruthless Killer.
He's got his 4-star queued up. I say, screw that. Get your Ags queued up as well. Let's go.
Oh, look at that is such a
more kills than last hits here on the Witch Doctor, of course. 8 kills. He's only touched 5 creeps. You know, Bangin, he doesn't need to take anything.
He's got more kills than Brame.
That's true.
Onto the tower as well. Team Bald starting to get an insane amount of momentum with their draft.
As the jump, Excalibur wants to try and burst through Spartan. Spartan will get the heal off, but he shouldn't be able to walk out from this one. Gorg's in to finish him off, and Zip Zapper's got the setup for more. Now look over towards 11. Maledict's down, and that, a bit of damage on top, will definitely be taking the CK out. Another kill for Team Bolt. Brame, they're trying to fight this. With a 2-man silence, Thug, has he got the damage to get the kills this time? He does. Excalibur will go down. They've got a catch for anyone else. Trying to chase into the river here, but Team Bolt, they'll get everybody else out safely. Zip Zapper just a final component away from his Aghanims now. He's almost catching up to the farm of Excalibur in the mid. He's catching up to be fair, to pretty much the majority of the other cores in the game. 11 very much getting left behind now in terms of farm. He's got a long road to go. I mean,
even Pablo's passed him.
He's taken over the farm here from 11 CK.
This is going to be really tough for Brame to deal with. These over-farmed, over-leveled supports. Even the Brew, who's kind of over-leveled in the game that we had talked about, could be difficult. They'll find Pablo, but so far Team Bald looking really good, and the fights only get easier for them, it feels like. With this Brewmaster, when he's able to get Ags, he's already level 12, they're just going to be able to get on top of Thug over and over again. So really good stuff so far from Team Bald. As Spartan, another one.
And Gorg, just Midas money pumping him up. He's going to have the BKB very shortly. And at that point, not an easy target to kill. Sure, they've got physical, but he should be able to run, keep his distance, and if anything, just get on top of it. Even the Drow, just being able to run in and sort of cause chaos that Thug has to react to.
And they always have great ways of finding the Drow, too, because they'll have the Zeus, probably with an Aghanims very early on, too, so they'll just immediately... They'll start the fight with the Drow Ranger at like half HP. If a Tiny jumps in, if Tiny gets on Drow, she's 100% dead.
Yeah, I mean, one of those games you'd imagine the Thug's probably going to have to queue up the BKB now. He's got the Hurricane Pike done. Can he afford to not go BKB this game?
I think he needs to. Which will hurt because he probably also wants to get like a shard at an early timing.
You don't want to, but especially when you're sort of playing from behind, it's kind of like, do you play the risk of trying to just get your stats, your damage up? Or do you just have to get the BKB because you're just worried about being deleted each team fight?
It's very likely he just has to go for it. Let's see if he finds himself like a Pupil's Gift or something too, because that's what it feels like the Drow needs. Just a little more HP to be able to try to survive. I believe Gork did find a Pupil's Gift, so this Razor, Gork, he's going to be able to just charge through the fights to get on top of Drow
Yeah.
now.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be super tanky.
I think this is a bit of an underrated neutral item. I think it's one of the best on these agi heroes that want to get in on the front. It's not about stats. The amount of stats it gives you.
Oh, they found him.
Pretty insane. And indeed they do. Thug goes down. They'll lose Pablo elsewhere. And of course, Team Bold more than happy to sort of trade Pablo for the enemy carry.
A huge pickup. They have to know that a ward's there now on the side of Brame. And yeah, Brew Ags is going to be done. I can't believe how good his game is
18-minute Ags. Yeah, considering what was going on in the lane and the heroes that he was against, there was the potential for him to suffer. There's the potential for him to die. But you got to remember as well that ZipZap, he hasn't died at all this game. No feeding at all in that tough laning situation. He's played this very impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super impressed, really. I like the skill build he went for, too, the 4-4-1. I've seen some other players, like, they try to put more points in the passive. Well, I say passive, the stances. But I like that when you have your max nukes. It's so much better when you're able to just contribute to the fights like that.
Yeah, especially when you're playing with sort of so much burst around you, right? You're just looking to get in and delete these heroes. The majority squishy heroes as well. Only really 11 that's going to be tanking up.
Thug is not going BKB.
Okay.
That is, I mean, concerning for sure. I think this is going to prove to be a bit of a slip up. I mean, he gets one-shotted in a lot of fights.
It's the thing right now for a lot of players, for some carries, they feel like, well, if you're pressured to buy a BKB and you buy it, you're kind of losing the game anyway.
Sure.
Right? So you don't want to buy it because you're going to feel like the game, you're sort of just saying GG if you buy an early BKB on these heroes that are going to be limited in their damage if they do so.
Absolutely. I'm really worried for him because Tiny's just gonna jump combo him and then a Zeus ult and he's dead every fight. If they even need the Zeus ult, as we're seeing Excalibur having an amazing game as well, 7-1-5.
Yeah, Spartan's having a tough one this time. Very easy for them to jump and kill him. 7 deaths already.
Did he buy a cloak? I guess he didn't. I was waiting to look to see if he did, but nope, just getting the range drop.
Yeah, I don't even know at this point if a cloak will make much difference.
No, not at this point, but I thought, sometimes earlier you do see people pick up the casual one.
No, for sure.
Pablo will be just fine, and he almost has Ags. Yeah, this game is starting to look quite impossible for Brame.
Oh, they should get Pablo. Oh, he's got backup coming in. He will die.
Dire's middle tower.
And they'll be out in time. 11's got the blink up, so they'll get in and get themselves a kill, get out of there. DD Rune at the ready for Excalibur's next move.
Not bad. But I'm just struggling to see where, like, the net worth and everything, it's only 2K, blah, 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 but I'm struggling to see where Thug is going to feel to this point where he's actually safe in most of the
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, jump in the mid, Wish. He has got the Ghost Scepter to protect himself, and it'll try and turn it, set things up onto Excalibur, but it's difficult. Hang on with the 4 staff available, gets him out the combo. 11, still going to jump in for the kill. Maledict is down, Death Ward as well. They'll get the kill out of this, but 11 will fall, and Gorg is ready to just charge down the back lines, take down Wish. Get a second, and they can certainly try and look for more here. Team Bold Spartan will also die. Double kill for Gorg, and ZipZap, he's setting up underneath the tower. He has the control onto Thug. Thug maledicted by Bengen. There's no chance for him either. It's going to be a 4th hero dead on Brame. Team Bold just getting further and further ahead. It just looks so hard for Brame's heroes to play the game here. I mean,
agreed.
Even 11, honestly, at this point, even though the CK has got a bit more HP, all of their heroes just die to the burst of just even sort of a combination of 3 of any of Team Bold's heroes right now.
Absolutely, and Gork, he knew his strength there. He just charges literally through everybody with the BKB, gets on top of the Coddle and finishes off Wish. It's a big kill, too. Razor now level 17 in this game because he's able to find that one. The over-leveled Coddle. And now the Zeus, as we said, super farmed. Everyone on Team Bald is starting to feel almost like a core hero. Since
Yeah, they're getting to have a really good game.
Yeah. It's a dream. Let's see how Brame tries to fight back in this one, because it's an concern. Because now they're into the Bruce split. It's back. Well, there's going to be 1, maybe even 2 Bruce splits again in this next fight.
And sort of a bit of a switch up from Gorg as well, getting the blink. Yeah, so obviously we'll see it on Razor sometimes, but a little earlier this game. So, actually, no, he sold it.
I was going to say, really?
Well, okay. He did buy it. You wouldn't have liked to see him get a blink this early? You think it's too early for a blink?
I don't think he needs it this game because they have so many ways that that Thug is not the issue, right? Maybe he'll get it anyway, but I feel like he can just do normal itemization.
No, yeah, because he did buy it, but he sold it, so he's not committing for the blink.
11.
See what he gets instead.
Thug calls it.
I mean, only a 5k lead. They still had all tier 2s up, still had a tier 1. But I mean,
I agree. I honestly gotta agree.
It was, and it was sort of Thug to Sam. He was playing the Drow. It's a hard hero when you're behind, and, you know, we already saw the difficulties of what he's going to